George's new clothes.
It is a lovely sunny day. Peppa and George are playing in the garden.
Muddy puddles.
Peppa and George love jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
George, you are all muddy.
Peppa! George!
George, my goodness, what a muddy little piggy.
You'll need a bath.
And we'll need to wash your clothes.
Oh.
George is washed in the bath. George's clothes are washed in the washing machine.
We must have washed these clothes 1,000 times.
George's clothes have got holes in them.
When you wash clothes 1,000 times, they get holes in them.
I can see your bottom, George.
Maybe it's time we got George some new clothes.
Mummy Pig is taking Peppa and George to the clothes shop.
Hello, Mummy Pig.
Hello, Miss Rabbit.
How can I help you?
We need some new clothes for George, please.
Well, you're in luck. This is a clothes shop. First, we need to measure you. Now hold your arms out.
George thinks you're going to tickle him.
I promise I won't tickle you, George. Very good. What a big, strong boy you are.
You see, George, Miss Rabbit didn't tickle you, did she? No, but I will.
George loves being tickled.
Right, let's find George some new clothes. How about this? It will keep you very warm.
Ooh.
If George would kindly go into the changing booth, please.
George is wearing a big, thick, woolly jumper.
You look cuddly, George.
I don't think white is the best colour for puddle jumping.
This isn't white. It's every other colour but white.
George, you look like a clown. No.
George does not want to look like a clown.
Too much colour. What about this then?
Now you look like a penguin.
Yes, it's still not really George.
What about this then? Basically, it's what you had before.
Oh, yes.
George, you look like you.
What do you think, George?
Hooray!
George likes his new clothes.
Daddy, we're home.
Oh, so George didn't get any new clothes then?
These are his new clothes, Daddy Pig.
The same as before, but no holes.
Ho, ho, I see.
Can we play in the garden now, Mummy?
Yes, let's all play in the garden.
Yippee! Look, a muddy puddle. Let's jump in it. Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, splosh, splish, splash. With a big splash here and a big splash there. Here a splash, there a splash, everywhere a splish, splash. Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, splosh, splish, splash.
Oh,
George, you've got your new clothes all muddy again. Oh.
you're one to talk, Peppa. Look at your clothes.
And you seem to be a little muddy too, Daddy Pig.
And you, Mummy Pig.
Oh, well, it's only mud. It'll come off in the wash.
If we're going to get washed anyway, let's get even more muddy.
Yes!
Peppa, George, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig love getting muddy. Everyone loves getting muddy.
Dinosaur Party.
Today, Peppa and George have come to play at Granny and Grandpa's house.
Grandpa Pig.
Hello, Peppa and George.
Dinosaur. Grrr.
And hello to you too, Mr. Dinosaur.
It is Granny Pig, dressed as a dinosaur.
My goodness, Granny Pig, you gave me a shock.
Sorry, Grandpa. Didn't I mention I was doing a dinosaur day today?
No, you didn't.
Granny, are you dressed as a dinosaur?
I'm doing an historical reenactment about dinosaurs with my friends.
It sounds like an excuse for another tea party in the garden.
It's not a party. It's all very serious and based on facts. I am dressed as a Tyrannosaurus.
Ooh.
And I've made costumes for Peppa and George. Peppa is an Allosaurus and George is a Stegosaurus.
Here is Grandad Dog.
Hello, everyone.
And what are you supposed to be?
I'm a Triceratops.
Hello!
It is Granny Sheep and Granny Wolf.
Ah, I know what you are. A Brontosaurus.
Actually, the correct name these days is a Patasaurus.
Wonderful. Well, I'll get on with making the cups of tea.
Thank you, Grandpa. Everyone else, follow me. This is how the world looked a long time ago, when there were dinosaurs.
Ooh.
Let's start our historical reenactment.
What do we do?
I suppose we just stomp around and roar.
A long time ago, dinosaurs walked the earth. Just like this.
I see the party started.
It's not a party.
Hello. Hope I'm not late for the party.
You're just in time.
Ah, a cup of tea. Thanks, old chap.
It is Grampy Rabbit. He is dressed as a caveman.
Why are you dressed as a caveman?
Well, you said it was a dinosaur party, and dinosaurs and cavemen go well together.
Actually...
Anyway, I'm good at being a caveman. I hope you don't mind, but I asked my daughter along to the party.
Miss Rabbit is driving a huge robot dragon.
Hello, everyone! Oh, sorry! It's a bit hard to control this thing. Stand back, everyone!
But that's a dragon, not a dinosaur.
Whatever! You have to admit, it's good.
I suppose it's like a dinosaur. OK, everyone, on with the reenactment.
How long is this going on for? Didn't the dinosaurs die out at some point?
Yes, 66 million years ago, the world was hit by an asteroid.
What is an asteroid?
It's a huge ball of rock floating through space.
An asteroid would be super. But where can we get one?
It is Mr. Fox. Hello, Granny Pig. I heard you were having a dinosaur party, and I thought I might be able to sell you some stuff.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Fox.
I've got rubber pterodactyls, plastic nodding herbivores.
We need an asteroid.
It's like a ball.
And it has to be very big.
I've got just the thing, a giant beach ball.
Wow!
Perfect. That could be our asteroid.
You've got people in fancy dress, palm trees and a beach ball. This is a perfect beach party.
It's not a party.
And you can't have a beach party without music.
This is the best party ever!
Peppa loves dinosaur parties. Everyone loves dinosaur parties.
George's birthday.
Today is George's birthday. It is very early in the morning.
George, it's too early. Dinosaur. Go back to bed.
It sounds like someone's up bright and early.
Happy birthday, George.
George woke me up.
You woke everyone up on your birthday, Peppa.
That was different. That was my birthday.
And today is George's birthday.
Happy birthday, George.
Here's your present, George.
Ooh. Dinosaur! I knew it would be some sort of dinosaur thingy.
Ho, ho. Squeeze its tummy.
Too scary.
George, I've made you a birthday card. Can you guess what the picture is?
George cannot guess.
I was going to paint you a flower. Oh.
George does not like flowers.
But in the end, I painted you a dinosaur.
That's a lovely picture, Peppa.
Yes, I'm very good at painting.
Now, we're going somewhere very special for George's birthday treat.
Yippee! Let's go! Where are we going?
You'll see.
The family are setting off for George's birthday treat.
Are we going to the circus?
No, but it's somewhere just as good.
Is it the cinema?
No, much better.
I just can't guess.
Where can they be going?
We're here.
The family have arrived at the museum.
Why are we at the museum?
Come on, you'll see.
What can George's birthday treat be?
George, what do you like best in the whole world?
Dinosaur. Ooh, dinosaur.
George's birthday treat is a visit to the museum dinosaur room.
Silly old dinosaurs again. Dinosaur.
Don't be frightened, George. It's not a real dinosaur.
It's just a robot. Look, I stand on this spot and...
And now, there's another surprise.
All of George and Peppa's friends are here.
Surprise!
Mummy Rabbit has made a birthday cake for George.
Can anyone guess what sort of cake it is?
A dinosaur cake.
It is! What an amazing guess, Peppa!
Happy birthday, George!
There's one last surprise. Follow me.
What is the last surprise?
What do you think it is, Peppa? It's probably something to do with dinosaurs. Oh, what's that?
It just needs to be filled with air.
I know. It's a bouncy castle.
Peppa loves bouncy castles.
But if it's for George, why isn't it something to do with dinosaurs?
It is a dinosaur. A bouncy dinosaur.
Hooray!
George loves bouncy dinosaurs. Everyone loves bouncy dinosaurs.
This is great! Happy birthday, George! Potty training.
Susie Sheep has come to play with Peppa and George. Peppa and Susie are having a tea party.
Would Teddy like some tea? Yes, please. Teddy loves tea. Here you are, then. Thank you very much.
George is playing with Mr. Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Grrr.
George likes playing with Mr. Dinosaur.
Oh. What's that smell? Poo-poo. Mummy! George has done poo-poo.
Do you need the potty, George?
Too late for the potty.
Oh, yes. Let's get you cleaned up, George.
That's better. Now, where were we? Tea. Oh, yes. Does Teddy want more tea? Of course. Teddy likes lots of tea.
There we are, all clean and fresh again.
Mummy, why can't George go to the toilet like me?
George is too little for the toilet, Peppa. He is potty training.
He is not very good at potty training.
He will get better, Peppa. You were just the same once.
What? I never did potty training. Or me.
We all did potty training when we were little, Peppa. Even mummies and daddies.
Really?
Yes.
Now I remember sitting on the potty like this.
So, George, next time, before you poo-poo or wee-wee, call the magic word potty.
Potty.
That's right, potty.
If you do it right, you get to stay all clean and fresh. Let's play giants! Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the smell of a clean, fresh George. Quick, George, hide from the giants. I'm coming to get you, little piggy. Excuse me, Madame Sheep. Have you seen a little piggy around here? Does he smell clean and soapy fresh? Yes. He went that way. Come back, you cheeky piggy. I'm coming to get you. Wee-wee! Mummy! Daddy! George wants his potty.
Come on, George. Let's get you to your potty.
George is on his potty.
Well done, Peppa, for shouting out. George did a wee in his potty. But next time, George, you must do the shouting out. Call the magic word potty.
Potty!
Oh, the magic word is potty. So when you want to go, call out for your potty. The magic word is potty.
How high can you throw the ball, Peppa? Really high. Watch this. Woo! Catch the ball, George. George, do you need the potty? Potty! Potty! Potty!
Hang on, George.
We've got the potty.
Here it is.
Well done, George. You called for the potty.
Potty! Hooray! Now George is almost grown up, like me.
George loves potty training. Everybody loves potty training.
Bedtime story.
It is night time. Daddy Pig is reading Peppa and George a bedtime story.
And so the prince, the princess, the budgie and the frog all lived happily ever after. The end.
The bedtime story has sent Peppa and George to sleep.
Good night, my little piggies.
George is awake.
Dinosaur. George, you naughty piggy. Go back to sleep.
George is not sleepy.
George! Nighttime is for sleeping, not playing. Shh! I can tell you a bedtime story. Once upon a time, there was a little pig. His name was Georgie Pig. And he was off to make his fortune. Soon he came to a forest. Do you like the story, George? Inside the forest was a little house. And inside the house was a bowl of porridge. Georgie Pig was very hungry, so he ate it all up. Yum, yum, yum. But just as he finished, Baby Bear walked in and said, "Oi, did you eat my magic porridge?" Georgie said, "Yes." Baby Bear said, "That was magic porridge. It will make you go very big." And then Georgie Pig began to grow. He grew and he grew and he grew until he was taller than all of the trees in the forest. The end. Are you sleepy, George? No. Not even a little bit? No. OK, I'll do a bit more story. Baby Bear said there is a box of golden treasure at the end of the world. But it's too far for me to go because I'm too little. Georgie said, I will carry you there. So Georgie Pig walked to the end of the world. He walked and he walked and he walked. Are you sleepy yet? No. He walked through forests, across mountains, across seas. And are you sleepy yet? No. He walked all the way to the end of the world and found a big box of golden treasure. Ooh. And a big dragon. Grrr. Yes, a big green dragon with little wings and breathing fire. Roar! Luckily, it was a very friendly dragon. And he said, you can have the treasure. But then Georgie Pig began to shrink. He shrank and he shrinked and he shrunk until he was the same little Georgie Pig as he was before. How will we get back home now? Said Baby Bear. I can fly you home, said the dragon. So Georgie Pig and Baby Bear hopped on the dragon's back and flew all the way back home to the little house in the forest. And then it's the end.
George is asleep. Peppa is asleep.
Peppa, what are you doing out of bed? Night-time is for sleeping, not playing. Night-night, my little piggies. Sweet dreams.
Peppa and George are in their little beds, fast asleep.
The park.
Today, Peppa and her family are at the park.
There are so many fun things to do in the park. What shall we start with?
Let's go to the little bridge and say hello to the ducks.
Quack, quack. Yes, the ducks.
Here is the little bridge. Zoe Zebra is here.
Hello, Zoe. Hello, Peppa. Oh, where are the ducks? I think they are hiding.
Let's call them. Ducks, where are you? Come out now, wherever you are.
Here is Mrs. Duck.
Hello, Mrs. Duck.
Here are the baby ducklings.
Ooh. They are so sweet. Quack, quack. Quack, quack.
Peppa likes talking to ducks. Everyone likes talking to ducks.
What a lot of talking.
Now, let's visit the bouncy tree.
This is the bouncy tree. Danny Dog is already on it.
Hello, Danny. Hello, Peppa. Ready, steady, bounce. Bounce, bounce.
George wants a go.
OK, George, I'll lift you on, but I'll keep hold of you.
George is a bit too little to bounce on the branch on his own.
Ready, steady, bounce. That's enough bouncing for today. See you later. Bye, Danny.
So, what's next?
I think it's the hopping logs.
These are the hopping logs. Susie Sheep is here.
Hello, Peppa. Hello, Susie. Watch me. I can do it without touching the ground. Hooray! My go. Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh! I did it! Hooray!
Now it is George's turn.
There you go, George.
Oh.
Ooh, It's a big gap, isn't it, George? Would you like some help? Woo! Woo! And woo!
Hooray! One day, when George is big like me, he will be able to do it on his own.
What's next?
It has to be the monkey bars.
No.
Here are the monkey bars. Candy Cat and Pedro Pony are trying to swing across them.
Oof, oof.
It is difficult not to let go of the monkey bars.
My turn. You just have to swing like a monkey. Look. Ooh. It's easy when you're big and strong like me.
You're not swinging, you're walking.
Ooh.
Cheeky Daddy Pig.
Daddy is a cheeky monkey.
I certainly am. Ho, ho.
My go. Oh, I can't hold on. Oof, it's impossible.
George wants a go.
Oh, George, you are too little. Even I can't do it.
Maybe being little might help.
Hooray! What can we do now?
Well, there's one thing in the park that we absolutely have to do.
I think I know what that is.
It has something to do with your boots.
Jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
The park has lots of muddy puddles for Peppa and her friends to jump in.
This is brilliant.
Peppa loves the park. Everybody loves the park.
George's new dinosaur.
George is playing with his favourite toy, Mr. Dinosaur. George loves playing with Mr. Dinosaur. Mr. Dinosaur is made of plastic. It is almost impossible to break him.
Dinosaur. Grrr.
George loves playing with Mr. Dinosaur in the bath. At night time, George always takes Mr. Dinosaur to bed with him.
Dinosaur. Grrr. George, Mr. Dinosaur is broken. Oh.
Mr. Dinosaur does not have a tail anymore.
Poor George.
You have had Mr. Dinosaur a long time.
I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did.
Maybe it's about time you got a new dinosaur.
Yes, we can go to Mr. Fox's shop tomorrow.
This is Mr. Fox's shop.
Mr. Fox's shop sells everything.
I'm sure we'll find you a lovely new dinosaur here, George.
Dinosaur.
George does not want a new dinosaur.
Look, George, a big dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Good morning. Can I help you?
We'd like the dinosaur in the window, please.
Certainly. Good choice. This is the Dino Roar. It roars, it walks, and it sings a dinosaur song.
Dino roar, listen to the dino roar. Roar!
Wow! Dino Roar!
We'll take it.
Roar!
George is playing with Dino Roar in the garden.
Don't play too roughly with Dino Roar, George. He has moving parts and might get broken.
George cannot play with Dino Roar in the garden. George wants to play with Dino Roar in the bath.
George, if you get Dino Roar wet, he'll stop working.
George cannot play with Dino Roar in the bath. It is night time. George has taken Dino Roar to bed with him.
Roar!
George!
Dino roar!
Dino Roar has woken me up.
Maybe Dino Roar should sleep somewhere else.
Listen to the dino roar.
George cannot have Dino Roar in his bed at night. It is morning.
Why is George looking so sad?
George cannot play with Dino Roar in the garden, in the bath or in bed.
Never mind, George. Dino Roar can still roar.
Dino roar, listen to the dino roar.
Oh.
I think the batteries must have run out, Daddy Pig.
Already? How many batteries are in here?
Hundreds and thousands.
Dino Roar needs lots of batteries to make him roar.
Oh, what's this? A trumpet? It doesn't work. Dinosaur.
That's not a trumpet, Peppa. You found Mr. Dinosaur's tail.
Oh.
Now, Daddy Pig can mend him.
I'll try. I think it might be quite difficult to mend. Oh.
Daddy Pig has mended Mr. Dinosaur.
Hooray!
Oh, I am a bit of an expert at mending things.
George loves Mr. Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Grrr. Dinosaur, dinosaur. Hello, Mr. Dinosaur. Grrr.
Mr. Dinosaur is George's favourite toy in the whole world.
George's balloon.
Peppa and George have had a day out with Granny and Grandpa Pig.
Ice cream.
It is Miss Rabbit's ice cream stall.
Let's stop for ice cream.
Why not? I think we deserve it.
Hello there.
Hello, Miss Rabbit. 4 ice creams, please.
Coming right up. What flavours would you like?
Strawberry for me, please.
Chocolate for me, please.
Banana for me, please.
Dinosaur. Grrr.
Oh, I don't think they have dinosaur ice cream.
I think George wants a dinosaur balloon.
Do you not want an ice cream, George?
No. Dinosaur.
Oh, how much is the little balloon?
£10.
£10?
It's all for a good cause. There you go, George. Hold it tight. Don't let go.
George has let go of the balloon.
Ah! Maybe I'll hold this very valuable balloon for the journey home.
George loves his dinosaur balloon. Peppa and George have arrived back at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house.
Hold it tight this time, George. Don't let go.
Why? Oh, George. In the world, there are 2 sorts of balloons. The up balloon and the down balloon. That is an up balloon. If you let it go, it will go up and up and up, all the way to the moon. Moon. Grandpa!
Oh! Got you. Perhaps we should go indoors before we lose your balloon, George. Your balloon will be safe in here.
Hello, Polly. George has got a new balloon. Balloon!
Don't you pop it, Polly. George loves his balloon.
Oh.
George has let go of his balloon again.
Don't worry, George. It won't fly away because the roof is in the way. Oh, it's gone through the door. It's going up the stairs. It's going into the attic.
Don't worry. There's only one way out of the attic, and that is through the roof window, which is always kept closed. Oh, dear.
The roof window is not closed.
Catch it, Grandpa.
I can't, Peppa. It's in the sky.
George, your balloon is going to the moon. You'll never see it again.
Daddy Pig has come to take Peppa and George home.
Hello. Have you had a lovely time?
We bought George a dinosaur balloon.
But George let it go and it's flying to the moon.
There must be some way we can get it back.
Balloon!
Look! Polly Parrot is flying after the balloon.
Polly Parrot to the rescue.
Go, Polly, go!
Polly Parrot has rescued George's balloon.
Hooray!
Who's a clever Polly?
Who's a clever Polly? George, don't let go of your balloon again.
I know. We'll tie the string to your wrist, George.
What a good idea.
George loves his dinosaur balloon. Everyone loves George's dinosaur balloon.
George catches a cold.
Today it is raining a little bit.
Peppa, George, put your rain clothes on.
When it rains, Peppa and George must wear their rain clothes.
Yuck!
George does not like wearing his rain hat.
George, you must keep your hat on.
Why?
Because you must keep dry.
Why?
Because you might catch a cold.
Why?
George, do you want to play in the garden? Then keep your hat on.
Come on, George.
Peppa and George are going to jump in muddy puddles.
Yuck!
George does not want to wear his rain hat.
Peppa, George!
Come inside. The rain's too heavy to play in now.
Oh, George, where's your hat?
Achoo!
George has caught a cold.
Achoo!
Oh, poor little George. You don't sound well.
Don't worry. I'll ring Dr. Brown Bear.
Dr. Brown Bear speaking. I see. Put George to bed and I'll be straight round.
Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear. Goodbye.
Will George be taken to hospital and given medicine?
No. George just has to go to bed.
Oh, so George is not really properly ill. Achoo! Ugh, that's disgusting.
Poor George. Let's get you straight to bed.
George, you have to stay in bed for a bit.
No.
George does not want to stay in bed.
Achoo!
George, you have to stay in bed until you are better.
Why?
Because you have to keep warm.
Why?
Because Dr. Brown Bear says so.
Hello. Where's my patient? Open wide and say, ah.
George is a little bit worried.
Peppa, you're big and brave. Can you show George how to say, ah?
Of course. Ah! Ah!
George has caught a cold.
Does George need medicine?
No, but he can have some nice warm milk at bedtime to help him sleep.
Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
George has been in bed all day. Now it is Peppa's bedtime.
George, are you better? Achoo!
George is not better.
Achoo! George, please don't sneeze so loudly. This is impossible.
George, here's some nice warm milk to help you sleep.
The warm milk makes George feel very, very sleepy.
Good night, my little piggies.
Ah, it's so nice and quiet.
It is morning. George has slept very well. George is better.
Come on, everyone. It's a lovely sunny day.
George is wearing his rain hat. He doesn't want to catch another cold.
Oh, George, you don't need to wear your hat.
Why?
Because it's hot and sunny.
Why? George, can you stop saying why all the time? Why?
George certainly is better.
The dentist.
Every morning, Peppa and George brush their teeth. Today, Peppa and George are going to the dentist.
Peppa, George, are you ready to go for your checkup?
I'm too busy for a checkup. I'm having a tea party with Teddy. Yes, we're very busy.
We all need checkups to make sure our teeth are clean and healthy.
OK, Daddy. George, are your teeth clean like mine?
It is George's first visit to the dentist.
You both have lovely clean teeth. I'm sure the dentist will be very happy.
Peppa and George are at the dentist's, waiting for their checkup.
Waiting is boring.
This magazine's very interesting. It's all about potatoes.
Peppa, George, the dentist will see you now.
Hooray!
This is Dr. Elephant, the dentist.
Hello, Peppa. Have you been brushing your teeth?
Yes, Dr. Elephant.
Good. Now, who's first?
I'm first because I'm a big girl. Watch me, George.
Sit in the chair, please. Hold tight.
Whee!
Open wide, please.
Ah!
Wider, please.
Ah!
Now, let's take a look.
Dr. Elephant uses a little mirror to look at Peppa's teeth.
I hope you haven't been eating too many sweeties, Peppa.
It is quite difficult to speak when your mouth is wide open.
There, all done. What lovely clean teeth.
She takes after me.
Can I have the special pink drink now?
Yes, but don't drink it, Peppa. Spit it out.
George, now it's your turn. No.
George does not want it to be his turn.
Maybe you can hold Mr. Dinosaur while the dentist looks at your teeth.
Grrr, dinosaur.
Very pleased to meet you, Mr. Dinosaur.
It's not a real dinosaur. It's made of plastic.
Hold tight. You're doing very well, George. Now, can you show me your teeth?
George does not want to show the dentist his teeth.
George, open wide like this. Ah! Ah!
Ah, there they are. All done. You have very strong, clean teeth, George.
Are they as lovely as mine, Dr. Elephant? Ah!
Yes.
George is very proud to have clean teeth.
George, don't forget the pink drink.
Oh, but wait! What's this?
What's wrong, Dr. Elephant?
George has clean teeth, but this young dinosaur's teeth are very dirty.
Oh, no. Dr. Elephant is very cross with Mr. Dinosaur.
Not at all, Peppa. It's my job to make teeth clean. The water jet, please, Miss Rabbit.
The dentist uses water to clean Mr. Dinosaur's teeth.
The polisher, please, Miss Rabbit. This will be a bit noisy.
Dr. Elephant polishes Mr. Dinosaur's teeth.
Pink, pink.
That's right, George. Mr. Dinosaur needs some special pink drink.
Gosh, what shiny teeth you have, Mr. Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Too scary.
George loves Mr. Dinosaur, especially now he has nice clean teeth.
Soft play.
It is morning. Peppa and her family are having breakfast.
Oh, there's a letter here for George.
It's an invitation to Richard Rabbit's party.
Sounds fun. I'll take George to the party, as long as it's not at that awful soft play centre.
It says soft play.
Ah.
Daddy doesn't like the soft play centre. Last time he got stuck and was rescued by a helicopter and a fire engine and a crane.
It wasn't exactly like that, Peppa. It was only a helicopter.
I think soft play sounds lovely. I will go with you, George.
It is time for Richard Rabbit's party.
Bye! I'll be back to pick you up later.
You're very welcome to stay if you want.
It's soft play, isn't it? No thanks.
Hello. You're very welcome to stay if you want.
See you later. Hello, Miss Rabbit.
Hello, Mummy Pig. I quite understand if you don't want to stay.
No, I'll stay. Us grown-ups can have a nice quiet chat while the children play.
Oh, OK.
This is the soft play centre, where everything is soft, so children can bounce, swing, squash, slide, and play.
This is great! The children are having so much fun.
Yes, I just hope we can get them out at the end.
The little children have been playing all day.
Home time, children! That was a lovely party, wasn't it?
Yes!
Have you all had fun?
Yes!
Are you ready to go home now?
No!
Oh, my goodness! We're never going to get them out.
There's only one thing for it. I'll have to go in.
Good luck!
Ah! I'm stuck! Help!
Don't worry, I'm coming in. I'm nearly there. Oh no, I'm stuck too. Help!
Hello!
Mr. Elephant has come to collect Edmund Elephant.
Mr. Elephant!
Help! We're stuck.
No problem, ladies. I'll get you out.
No, don't! You'll get stuck. It's a trap.
Ah! I'm stuck.
Daddy Pig, Peppa and Susie have come to collect George.
Ah, what good little children you are. Where are your parents?
Help!
We're stuck.
Ho, ho! That usually happens to me. That is going to happen to me, isn't it? I'm going to go in there and get stuck.
Me and Susie can go in. We're smaller.
That's kind of you both, but it is my job. As a grown-up, I must do this.
But Daddy!
Don't worry, Peppa. If I get stuck, I will ring for the rescue services. Ah, yes, I'm stuck. Lucky I've got my phone.
Hello? Rescue service?
Oh, you're in here too?
Yes, I'm a bit tied up at the moment.
So there's no one to rescue us?
We're here, Daddy. We will rescue the grown-ups.
That tickles.
Well, hey!
Thank you, Peppa and Susie, for rescuing us. Hip, hip,
Hooray! Now we can all go home.
The little ones have gone back inside.
Peppa, can you bring the little ones out now?
Yes, Daddy. But we might have to play a bit first.
Peppa and Susie love the soft play centre. Everyone loves the soft play centre.
Edmund Elephant's birthday.
Mr. Zebra the postman is delivering a letter to Peppa's house.
Oh, look. Someone's got a party invitation.
It must be for me.
It says,
To George Pig from Edmund Elephant. Please come to my party.
Doesn't it say George and Peppa?
No, just George.
I didn't want to go to a silly baby party anyway.
Hello? Oh, it's for you, Peppa. It's Emily Elephant.
Hello. Hello, Peppa. Do you want to come to Edmund's party as my friend? Oh, yes, please. My mummy wants us to help with the little ones. Help? Yes, I can help. Danny and Susie are helpers too. Oh, goody.
Everyone is here for Edmund Elephant's party.
Oh, the helpers are here.
Hello, Mrs. Elephant.
Let's get this party started. Who wants to play musical statues?
Yay! This is what you do. Dance when the music is playing, and when it stops, freeze like a statue. Ready, steady, go!
Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
Just dance already.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
This one is still blinking. You're out.
Eyes and ears and mouth.
You're moving, George. You're out. Richard and Edmund are out. So Zaza is the winner. Hooray! You've got a medal. It's made of real plastic gold. Mummy, musical statues is over.
Lovely. Now it's time for Pass the Parcel.
Yay! When the music plays, pass the parcel round. When the music stops, take some paper off. Ready, steady, go! George, pass the parcel.
Edmund has got a medal.
Hurry up, Richard. Just take the paper off.
Richard has got a medal. George has got a medal.
Pass the parcel.
Oh dear, George isn't passing the parcel.
No, George. That is Zaza's medal. It's a giant teddy.
Edmund has won.
Mummy, pass the parcel is finished.
Lovely. Now it's time for food.
Hooray!
Oh, the helpers have taken all the seats.
This is Edmund's party, remember? The helpers can eat after the little ones.
Oh, yes. We're the helpers. Juice, please. Juice, please. Juice, please. Jelly, please. Jelly, jelly. More, please.
Happy birthday, Edmund.
Happy birthday, Edmund.
It is the end of the party.
Thank you to the helpers. You all worked really hard.
Yes, it's not easy looking after little children. I need to lie down. I need a holiday. Cuckoo Clock.
It is early morning. Mummy and Daddy Pig are still asleep.
Wakey, Mummy and Daddy.
What?
It's time to get up.
It's much too early. Don't you know what time it is, Peppa?
No, Daddy. Our clock doesn't work.
Oh, dear. Let's see if we can mend it. Ah, the old cuckoo clock.
Why is it called a cuckoo clock?
There's a little wooden bird inside called a cuckoo.
I've never seen the cuckoo.
That's because we stopped winding it a long time ago.
The cuckoo got a bit annoying.
Oh, can we wind it up again, please?
All right.
Daddy Pig is winding up the cuckoo clock.
There.
Daddy Pig sets the clock to the right time. It is nearly 9 o'clock.
Daddy, can we see the cuckoo now?
You'll see the cuckoo soon.
What does she look like, Daddy?
Now let me think. She moves her head like this. And she flaps her wings like this. And she says, cuckoo!
What a noisy little cuckoo you are, George.
Look, it's going to do something. Wow! Silly George, you missed the cuckoo. The cuckoo was really, really brilliant. She went cuckoo and you missed it.
Never mind, George. You can see cuckoo next time.
But you'll have to wait. Cuckoo only comes out once an hour.
Waiting is boring. Come on, George, let's play outside.
George does not want to play outside. He is waiting to see Cuckoo. It is nearly 10 o'clock. George has been waiting for Cuckoo for almost an hour.
George, come and play. Mr. Dinosaur wants you to play too. Grrr. Grrr, Dinosaur.
George has missed Cuckoo again.
Never mind, George. Why don't you play in the garden? I'll call you when it's time to see Cuckoo.
To you, George.
It is nearly 11 o'clock.
Peppa! George! Time to see Cuckoo!
Quick, George. You can't miss Cuckoo again.
George is running faster than he has ever run before.
George, did you see Cuckoo? Cuckoo! Cuckoo! Cuckoo!
Peppa and George love playing cuckoos.
Cuckoo! Cuckoo!
It is night time. Peppa and George are very sleepy.
Cuckoo!
Peppa and George are asleep.
Is it morning already?
No. Time to sleep.
Cuckoo is not very well.
She just needs to sleep, like you and George.
Good night.
Good night, my little piggies.
George, I know how to make Cuckoo better. Wind her up like Daddy did.
Mummy and Daddy are fast asleep.
What?
Mummy, Daddy, we've got something to show you. We've made Cuckoo better. George's woolly hat.
Today, George is wearing a new woolly hat.
Hold on to your hat, George, or it will blow off.
Peppa and George have arrived at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house.
Granny Pig, Grandpa Pig.
Hello, my little ones.
Now, children, play nicely. And, George, don't get your new hat muddy.
We promise not to get George's new hat muddy.
Thank you, Grandpa Pig. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Come on, Peppa and George. Let's go down to the garden.
Yes!
George, remember what Mummy Pig said about your hat?
Yes, yes, Granny Pig. It will be fine.
Peppa and George have found a large pile of manure.
What's this, Grandpa?
That is manure. Wonderful stuff. I put it on my vegetables to make them grow big and strong.
It smells really smelly.
It's the muckiest, smelliest thing in the garden. Probably best if you two stand back. There. Let's go spread some muck.
This is Grandpa Pig's cabbage patch.
Hello, cabbages. Would you like some manure?
It is getting windy.
Hold on to your hat, George.
Oh dear, the wind has blown George's hat off.
George, catch it!
George's hat is caught in a tree.
George, you are all muddy. Oh, but your hat is still clean.
Thank goodness for that.
I'll get it down for you.
Perhaps I had better help.
No, Grandpa, I can do it. Whoops.
Oh dear, Peppa is covered in mud.
I see two little piggies who need a bath.
George's hat is on top of some reeds in the pond.
Lucky for us, your hat is still clean, George.
But how do we get it?
This is a job for a grown-up. I will need a stick.
Don't fall in, Grandpa.
I know what I'm doing, Peppa. I can reach it.
I see a big piggy who needs a bath.
Grandpa Pig, what on earth are you doing?
I'm having a cup of tea.
No, you're not.
Of course I'm not. That was a joke. It is perfectly clear to see that I have fallen into the pond.
That was a silly thing to do. Peppa, George, you're both covered in mud too.
We were trying to get George's hat back, Granny.
Where is George's hat anyway?
It's flying in the sky.
I will get George's hat back and then you can all get cleaned up.
Be careful, Granny.
I would use a stick.
Thank you, everyone, but it's perfectly fine. I've got boots on.
If you walk on that manure, you will sink.
Hush, Grandpa. I have no intention of sinking. I can reach it. Got it. Ah!
Oh dear, Granny Pig is covered in manure.
Ooh, smelly Granny Pig.
Mummy Pig has come to pick up Peppa and George.
Hello.
Grandpa Pig, I thought you promised not to let the children get muddy.
I think you will find we promised not to let George's hat get muddy.
And it's not muddy.
It's perfectly clean.
Yes, I can see. The only clean thing around here is George's woolly hat.